These are the best highlights from all the matches of the day during the 2024 LPL Summer Split.
For sure, and blue buff, if Asum and Jue hadn't been fast to the roam, it could have been pretty ugly indeed, and you can see that's exactly why Jackie and Mako was so aggressive, stepping forward. Speaking of which, a flash on in from Jue, but Jackie very low, gets to Arcane Shift Wave, but Tien's still here, means that the stun on Jue makes him a very squishy target, can't quite get the kill with the takedown. 369 on a 1v2 top side. First blood still to Xiaoshu.
Xiaoshu gets the kill.
Magic damage equal to a percentage of people's maximum health, basically, over time.
Over time, so there you go. That was the DOT. You hit people multiple abilities, they get to burn down after that point. Skarner, this champion does it all, apparently. Anyway, we've got dragons and grubs spawning, so Vikla at level 6 needs to be a little bit careful. If he takes too hard of a trade, won't be able to contest. Mako jumping forwards.
Nice crash down. Jue will get the double shattering strike, but the damage is still pretty good, and Tien can look for the spear! Oh, it's too easy. She's waddling around. There's no mobility.
Hasn't been able to massively out-farm Xiaohao so far. Xiaohao's been doing well at maintaining that. Xiaohao is off vision, does have ult. 369 can get CC'd.
Oh, they missed the Q, the flail, sorry. Didn't quite land it properly. Still gonna get the permafrost. Can potentially go towards the death one, but it's not gonna matter. And Xiaohao gets the kill.
And I think he does end up landing the flail even for success. Where he might just be ahead of the Mordekaiser for the rest of the game now.
And this isn't a farm to 6 Sejuani. It's been, I'm going to look in mid lane at level 3. I'm going to go top multiple times. You've got set up for the Sejuani, and we saw it all of last year for OMG. If you can double up with a melee champion, you can do things like this. It gets even easier at level 6, because you can just lock people down forever and ever.
Getting themselves a grouping towards the bot side of the map, and Xiaohao going to come down with ultimate. Xiaohao really has had a strong early game. He has been the player of the early game for me so far.
Yeah, and that's, again, after things got a bit tricky. Vikla does get the Q.
Arrow.
Yarrow comes down, lands onto Mako. That could be pretty good. Solid combo afterwards. The CC is foul. I don't care how tanky you are. The Q3 misses, though, alongside the Glacial Prison. It's all well and good if you can hit your abilities. Flash away keeps him alive for now, but now Top Esports can maybe look to turn around Creamo and Valkyrie forwards, though, meaning that he could maybe be going out of date a little bit faster and cannot get the kill. Vikla gets the soul and bound, and the shield is ridiculous. He finally falls, but it's still a 2-for-1, and that's where we're at, him missing a few skill shots at the end of him from the Skarner. It is going to be the 5v5.
Okay, so here comes Xiaoshu, has the flash, has himself the Ixtal's impact, and the Herald's going down.
Gonna go down, stolen by the Nidalee. Tien gets on in there. After there comes the Fate Sealed into the Q3 is solid onto Jackalibus to back away. The damage is huge, but now 369 can pull people into the death realm, trying to get away. It will be a 1-for-1 for now. The damage afterwards, pretty cool to Xiaohao to back away. Big damage back though as Vikla gets a huge Q3, and the follow-up from Asumu can begin to auto all the world on 30,000 arrows, and down goes the entirety of Top Esports.
Assume dies to a final javelin toss, but it is still the 2-for-4 who's still alive. Sometimes people have come back from the River Styx.
That was where we were
anyway,
at.
Top Esports, they summon that Herald towards top lane, trying to break open the full health side lane turret.
Okay, breathe for a moment here, and he's not in this game, but it's still been finding a little bit more violence on our screens. 2 members top. Asum going to throw up the arrow to try and help contest this one. Follow that one. Lands onto Tien. Potentially pretty valuable here. They get the crash down afterwards into the Impale. But Tien in a difficult spot. Magnustorm after is good. They will kill the Nidalee. But the damage afterwards is huge. As Corki lands another rocket, and they'll get the turret, and 369 survives.
Tien somehow takes Tyra within the LPL. How insane is that? What a moment to celebrate a legendary player of the role.
It's not going to be miles off 10,000 at some point. Vikla in danger here, and Mako's not there, but the team will be celebrating for him by getting a kill in the top lane.
Vikla there, which is that, yes, Yone does damage, so does 369, so you gotta be careful of both of them, but now we have to teleport towards top side. Vikla's getting to recall, will regen to full and join his team.
Tien now a known quantity, down to about half HP. This will be the fight on incoming. Mako misses the Zenith blade, and Jue into the backline, into the Impale on many members. They'll come flying on through, claiming 2 jungle down, but the follow-up damage can be pretty big. The rocket bell goes on down, and the darkness is rising. Cream throwing rocket after rocket after rocket. Xiaoshu misses his rocket. His boulder. I apologize. Cream goes over the wall. The damage back is just too much, and the extended damage and the Baron secured by Cream's Phos Bomb. They get a couple, and it just doesn't matter.
No, Xiaohao gets the Baron, but at what cost? It's gonna be Top Esports walking away with the kills, with everything, but Xiaohao, He'll die as well. It is an absolute disaster around the Baron pit. Rare Atom, they all in. They think they find themselves the moment with it, but they use so many ults for it that Cream and Jacula get to keep walking forwards. Cream on this build, the great thing about Corki is that you get more rocket cooldown, the more champion autos you get. You get so many rockets in this fight too.
Just the Baron additional damage in the and the resist shred means that they just lose so much HP in the back end of this. And they're going to get at least this tier 2 here. So they did get Baron, so it does spare some of the blushes. And they'll claim
pushed in the early game by LNG recently, and then by RA again here. Ult coming through, hits.
Ooh, big chunk then on to some more. 369 rolling a 3. Doesn't get much opportunity to roll anything else, honestly.
Yeah, he's rolling in his grave currently. 40 seconds down, Rare, they still have the one Baron buff. They can keep pushing in.
And apparently they're still going to get huge value out of this. The fight at Baron, not really phasing them here as the shove comes on through. They will expose the inhibitor. Won't get too much more as Jackie Love. Just get a chunk onto Assume though, and that puts him in a very precarious position as Cream lands a rocket afterwards. Solar Flare.
Xiaoshu could teleport in still. Vikla ulting away. Blows that one for free. Dragon coming up.
They get those tier 2s, they expose the inhibitor, and that's pretty valuable in and of itself outside of gold values.
We're getting to the point now where 369 is about to get a Randuin's on top of everything else. Once he gets that, maybe the conversation changes. I think he's still going to get blown up pretty bloody quickly. The question is, will it be still to the conversation which a lot of people had about Mordekaiser back in 2020? Well, he might be going back into history again.
Huge chunk on a 369 who can summon someone towards the Death Realm and does get a big indestructible proc to bring his HP back to a nominal high point. Not much more Vikla can do. Big Magnet Storm afterwards does a lot more work. Those Cream will Valkyrie through, but the Permafrost is there, and the QSS was a little early. Means he doesn't actually immune all the CC he's hoping for. Mako low, will Zenith Blade towards his doom, and a tier 2 goes falling on down.
Yeah, but Jacula is full HP, has Cleanse, has Flash. I think he can still keep fighting here. Assume, I don't think he can stay.
Gonna step on forward, need to be a little bit aware of the slows. And body block by Xiaohao should be okay to retreat. They are still trying to do what they did at the Baron bit, which is keep up the continual DPS.
I was sat there thinking, look, I've seen E-flashes for less opportunities before. Jackie, a very, very difficult position. And it's hard to get through the front line at this point. You do have a Warden's Mail on Mako, 369's tanky too. You can't kill them very easily. The arrow lands, but that's just not the target you want.
Xiaohao taken pretty low, but into the back line goes Vikla, who's tanky, but not that tanky. Now Xiaohao in danger, does not get the opportunity to regen with his Warmogs and goes down.
And just as we saw, just as we said from the draft, you're blocking in full AD. If you don't smash early game, these tanks are going to be unkillable. The Leona is a tank. I don't care that they haven't built steel caps. The Eclipse is enough. Full AD into that is so painful. Top Esports, they buy enough time with the ultimates, well, with the damage turnaround, from
known quantity again. Mako warding to try and stop this one out. So will be a big deal. Jackie Love immediately cleanses the Glacial Presence. Xiaoshu to the backline. Dragon still secured. Does get the Impale, but it's only on the 369. Mako finally falls, surely. It's a decent fate sealed into the backline, but there's no real follow. Cream down to about half HP from it. 369 coming out of the death with a massive obliterate. And the darkness rises once more. And it turns out that sometimes the villains just win.
And it is so hard for Rare Atom to kill off the carries. It's been a valiant effort, but Rare Atom will be left wanting, and they'll be left trying for a Game 2 victory.
It was looking like if they could keep up the CC chains and keep attacking those tier 2s, Rare Atom could be in a brilliant spot. But no, 4 items on Cream, a little bit of armor on Mako, and suddenly all the worries, all the concerns begin to rear their heads. A Hex Soul and a Baron are the crown jewels on top of everything else as Tien will pounce on top of the Sejuani. It'll be bacon for breakfast and a Game 1 victory today towards Top Esports.
Mako dropped the ward, which ended up sealing one of the parts of that game. They make sure they just highlight Mako as well. 9,000 LPL. And it feels like Joy needs to do an awful lot. I think Joy's done okay this summer so far. With Top Esports, I feel like they have a much better tank front line. And I feel like
very low with a solid combo there from Vikla, but the return damage also pretty good, so ends up being just big chunks from both players.
You can see that Vikla's used all of his pots already. He has biscuits, Cream hasn't. 369 doesn't have level 3 right now, hits it, but this is still a level 3 Xin Sao. Xiaohao trying to impact the early game again.
Red buff and ignite, and then level 4 now for Xiaoshu could get very scary. Xiaohao trying to buy some take. The W gets on, but no one's taken turret aggro, and that means the W means nothing. A flash away, and beautifully managed by Rare Atom.
Oh, so sick from...
Like, we'll hold on to that. that as a W does come on through. And the Q3 available, and Tien over the wall can definitely look to jump on Xiaoshu, who doesn't have an ignite, does have a flash, manages to get some distance away, but the ward goes down. Flashes on him with the burning coming on down. Might be able to back away, but a flash and a Q3 should secure the kill. No, it goes wide. Oh my, it misses the Electro Harpoon. That could put Xiaoshu in a difficult position. Q lands again. Another Electro Harpoon. There is the tunnel. A knock up afterwards, and it's just not far enough for Xiaoshu to run.
Oh, Tien still had the flash. He was dead to rights. It was just how much damage he could do before he went down to Xiaoshu. Despite getting that first blood, can't end up getting himself a laning state to survive the next kind of phase of those minions crashing into the turret. Xiaohao is going to get the dragon on the bot side, but top esports immediately recognize the top lane issue and respond in kind.
Well, as you said, we traded for dragon, of course. Part of that's just trying to find a good back time when you've gone for the ignite and not anything like a teleport to allow you to... Right?
I don't know, Sam. I don't play Elden Ring. I'm going to have to trust you on that one.
Yeah,
all I've seen is let me solo her. The dude with a jar on his head doing monstrous things in boss fights.
So you know that they've actually done... Actually, we'll have to hold on to that.
Let me solo assume.
Yeah, I don't think it's a solo. It's a 2v1. That is absolutely not the way that works. And they've got a few more items. I think he does. It's Cream in mid lane. Also in a 1vx and falls apart. And that one... I say Vikler was donated to kill. It's actually the Xin Xiaohao proving to be pretty obnoxious into a relatively squishy team comp of RA.
So Xiaoshu's roamed up. He's chosen not to go towards bot turret. Rare Atom really want this Herald. It would be a way to break up in mid lane versus the Ash Varus, who are so oppressive. Speaking of oppressive, Jackalov has continued to be so, firing out those arrows onto key targets again. RA need to get out of this choke point. It's so dangerous.
Some cleanses. That means that one's not fantastic. 369 rooted up, but he's not exactly taking any damage from that CC afterwards. In goes Xiaohao into the Crescent Guard, and that's the combo they're looking for. Call in the coordinates, and the artillery strikes come flying on down. A 2-for-1 right now. The fight afterwards pretty ugly to follow, as they'll get some more damage onto Cream, who goes down as well. 369 tanky. Fourth shot will secure another, and it will still be currently that 4 for the side of RA, and they cannot secure Mako at the end of it all. And they only lose 2, make that 3 in trade.
Much less impactful game. Joy on the flank angle though.
Have the Cassandra coming on down, but so is the Rumble. So 369 and Xiaoshu here to play. Herald comes flying on through, as does the arrow. This one goes wide. Dway, unknown quantity, going to go for the engage! Gets 2! Huge moments, the flash is coming on through, but they cannot get as much damage back as they were wanting. Mako still dies. That one sucks a little bit for him, but now the follow-up could be pretty good. Cream in the middle of some spiraling despair. 369 flashes on out. The Chains of Corruption land, and Vikler taken pretty low, but not down. They will get the 1 kill, but nothing more, alongside a fair number of summoners.
And Cream once again can't quite find his angle in time. The problem is much after it.
No, towards the top lane we go. Oh, Xiaoshu, that's not a fantastic equalizer, and I think it's more of a subtraction right now, namely of his health bar.
However, this does leave open that mid lane turret, which we said was important to top esports. So top esports.
Now he's got the Banshee's Veil as well. That initial pick CC that he's been so worried about. It'll be a lot harder to mitigate now. Of course, you've got ways to pop it. Not yet on either of those spell shields. Dway on a good flank again.
Yes, he does have no flash though, makes it much harder. 369 holding the door closed, can use his footwork. Yes, he does. Cream, look at the damage from that. Just 2 autos onto Assume. Take a third of his HP.
Ability to retreat out of the pit, somewhat limited for a number of their members. There comes the equalizer. Baron secured though, so the cool and unusual geography not working out that badly so far. They'll lose the Ash early on. 369 goes all out, but it only drags him into the pit because just footwork over it towards a teammate.
Xiaohao keeps going.
Gonna try and get down the Crescent Guard. That will deny some people Tian. Now a known quantity over the wall by those Krugs. 369 avoids the 4th shot with another footwork. And the Severing Bolt comes on through, but really all his cost him is a member and a flash.
Tien might even be able to hop over the wall. Xiaohao has no ult. Tien, yeah, he's still pretty strong with this Rek'Sai, especially if the other person's at half HP. Top esports, they walk away with a Baron on 4 people. They only lose it on Mako. Mako doesn't even flash, so I think that's completely fine for him in the next fight. Tien spotted. He's gone too far now.
He has a little bit, and the Deadly Flourish afterwards will be pretty good. Remember this Jin at this point, at 2.5 items, can still do quite a lot of work. They'll get another member. 369 has come on in, but that means he's now in a 3v2. Jackie loses spell shield, needs to back away. Remember, he has no flash. Teleported into the opponent. Has also joined, backs away from that devastating fire, and the Grim Visage will force Jackie Love to back away.
So surprised that Cream couldn't find a big knock-up angle there. Go for the big sweep. He's so powerful. Cream, you could just end the game right now.
Gonna land onto Vikler. That's huge! Game's gonna just get blown wide open as the retreat from Rare Atom is immediately punished. And Mako lands the arrow. You know what that means? Check the power levels. He's over 9,000 assists.
We finally get it. Mako hitting himself a huge milestone in his LPL career in this series. In Game 1, he hit over 9,000 career assists, and he hits another arrow to keep that checking ever forward.
Oh,
Top
my
Esports,
days.
it hasn't been an explosive game where the game just ends up going from team fight to team fight, but they've been disciplined, they've been calm, and they've put RA to the sword here as Rare Atom.
And it's not like Rare Atom haven't made plays, haven't had moments in the game where the on-screen skirmishing has been solid, but you just look at the wider map state, it's been so hard, and then you start to see stuff like this as the gold lead really begins to rear its head. That's your engage, that's your front line. It's made of paper.
Mako makes it happen, looking like he's more from our hometown than he is from China, because he's making himself look like Robin Hood of Nottinghamshire. Robin of Locksley hits that arrow beyond Jway, manages to get Xiaohao down. Dragon's gonna go down as well. After the Baron, things have fallen apart for Rare Atom. The overstay in the top
Line eviscerated by, incidental poke damage.
Yeah, I don't think they've got much of an option about that. I think at this point, that choice has been taken away from 3 lanes of push. Tien can do this, and it's another snipe!
Oh no! All the world on one arrow. Most likely another assist for Mako. Xiaohao throw down the crescent guard, but we've talked about pear-shaped, and that crescent is being broken to something a little less perfectly circular. To relearn pie a little bit later, because it feels like Top Esports have been able to eat all the pie they want. They are greedily fed, especially in the mid lane. A 6k individual lead. Cream finds another shuffle. They'll get a few more kills, and they'll end the game in pretty dominant fashion. 2-0 for them and Rare Atom. Oh, Rare Atom, they are now going to be holding their hands and praying to whatever comfortable on the champion, but he is going to have to play it well.
But that champion is really hard to play right now. In the current meta,
We can't get towards anything like a Berserker Grease, which is often like the gold standard for a Yone first bag.
it gives you that extra attack speed to lower your Q and W cooldowns. And of course, in a melee versus melee matchup, move speed is a premium because it means you can outstep a little better and space out your ult attacks and abilities very effectively. While this happens, OMG, yes, they did have good early laning phase in mid lane. It's led to a decent CS advantage. If they
Golem was a Yordle.
What would happen if they were Yordles? These are the real questions. And what would happen if PP God saw people in here? Maybe he'd be with a little bit higher HP. He does have level 6, can go in, and he is.
He's going to try and get the Solar Flare after to allow Starry to come on over, and there's the Glacial Prison after. LNG, that was a bit dulled. Wei gets bailed out, but the Zyra, it's a drought there, and the plant is uprooted.
Into a Hextech Dragon as Zyra or C1 in your game. It
sad.
can kill the plants, which are most of your DPS, and that is a negative for Zyra.
Lonfong throws down the Shroud, trying to cycle through as many of those Qs as possible to save this tower where they can. You can see they've actually shifted Starry towards the mid lane, but this tower still going to fall, not going to be stopped, and that will be evening up the gold lead here for LNG.
This is a little bit of the follow-on from what happened in the bot side play as well. Starry jumps in, gets the kill, but while that's happening, the tower's still taking down. Can Lonfong get an angle with a teleport? If you could also get himself side lanes, that can be important. Here comes the TF.
Can look on forwards. That's a fairly decent chunk. Hung in a dangerous position. Gets pulled out, though, by the big ult from Kai'Sa. Sorry, Kalista, of course, with the Fate here. Lonfong into the backline, looking for an execute. Gets the reset, though. Wei, flashing away, still goes down. It's a 2-for-2 right now with Lonfong beginning to trade on out Scout in the back of the pit. Zuka waiting for the Ixtal impact to get on in. Will flash on out away from a potential gold card. Looking to escape. Has a Q3. Gets towards the mid.
Really causing some issues for LNG. The slam into the wall happens. Scout does have ult.
Oh, that's well managed. The Shroud doesn't quite come down in time.
That is also so important. Scout getting extra Dragon is being started. That can maybe make its way towards mid lane, but it could also be cleared out by OMG because they're not supporting the charge. Can they stop it winding up? No. Oh, come on, OMG. They should have been able to stop this one. I don't think they can just now. They do. Okay, all right. I was about to blame them for...
They had, yeah.
About to blame, oh, they didn't get to it in time. They stopped that. They get Harry on the top side using those 6 grubs. Important moment.
They do get a couple turrets. They stop that one. That's a big stun into stun combo. OMG in a slightly tricky position as Harry needs to keep running away, avoids, and they don't exist. Maybe a dive onto Zuko could prove problematic. They'll get a gold card. There's a shield available briefly. Wei coming on down, and that could prove pretty dangerous. Into the suppression. Impale comes on down into the massive ultimate from Wei. It'll be a 1-for-1, yeah, but the damage is huge.
Harry does manage getting up that last kill.
Carly.
Minute and Soul Dragon would be Soul for LNG. Cloud Soul, when you have champions like, Twisted Fate trying to run you down, can be really important. Here comes the fight.
So in the picture-in-picture, Gala has no summon. That could prove difficult. The Stranglethorns comes on through into a big Fate Shield. Xiaofang trying to get out, cannot. 2 members dead. Longfong in the backline trying to get something, but is rooted up in his shroud. Just can't get the execution. Bailed out, does get one. Needs to run away from Zucker. Gets a speed up with the fleet foot, with the Conqueror, I apologize, and the Q. Trying to continue to run away. We'll have another E cooldown and maybe...
Oh, the plants!
Need to run away with the plants!
Oh, it's photosynthesis all over again. Flash forward.
Hang on, the damage back here could be pretty big. Starry's finally down. Way, desperately low. Not down. Starry was on the took aggro. Sorry, make that hairy. Misreading the names just briefly. Damage back onto Zucker. Stays alive, avoids the grasping roots. W lands. The Starry wants
HP bars just barely to take away this dragon, and LNG, what could have been a huge objective moment for them, cannot seal that out quite just yet. Double 80 carries on the dragon without contest. OMG get their first dragon of it. We need a replay for this, folks. There are a million different things that happen. I guess OMG walk away.
Here we go again. No vision. Might be able to get on in here and start fighting. Over comes Harry. Where? Oh, where is Longfong? On the flank. That could prove problematic. And LNG's abilities to deal with flanks been called into question before. Gets shoved into the wall. Fantastic read. Ensures the death of the Akali. And the damage back is exactly what LNG were looking for. This time they punish the flank. This time they get a couple kills. And OMG cannot contest the Baron. They end up falling by the wayside. And the objective will be LNG's.
Longfong misjudges his engage timing. The rest of OMG can't bail him out. And Zucker, it doesn't matter if he's 1k or 10k behind. He's still a Skarner with all of that CC. The peel comes through. Zucker really saving the team fight. He might just survive under turret. Starry
gets the kill. That's not bad. At least the table.
Zucker saves the team fight. Does under turret. There will be a teleport from Scout looking to go hunt down one of those Scarlet Styes. I don't think he's going to make it out of here. Finds the rest of the waiting team for him. LNG clean up shop. And now with the 80 carry gone, this could be the victory lap now.
Now we're starting to see a few more of the item completions come on through. PP got engaged onto will turn it around himself. The Glacier Prison afterwards is actually really good. Harry looking for the gold card, but the follow-up's just not here. Longfong flashes the Fate Sealed into the E, but he's got nowhere to go. He's dead.
And that means again, Longfong fails one of the late game team fights, and OMG have to play without their mid laner.
We said it was going to be so hard to play the Akali, but Starry wasn't there.
And if they win, they are through to the Ascension group, the upper group in the next stage of LPL. If they lose, Rare Atom would go ahead of them, and both of these teams playing right now would fall down to the Nirvana group.
PC for a bit longer than he thought he was going to be. Gala's very deep here, needs to be a little bit careful. Gold card comes on through, but now the QSS, apologies, the cleanse, and now the damage onto PP God is monstrous. Ooh. I thought Leonis was supposed to be tanky.
Yeah, not when you've got the press the attack Kalista with so many items. Gala taking a backseat for so much of this game. Finally gets a chance to do a hop, skip, and a jump over OMG's shallow graves, it feels like in this one. OMG, they have been just run about around the late game fights, and now they're in free fall. LNG run towards the base.
Like a 9 to 10,000 gold lead at this point in OMG. They have got to pray to their namesake and hope they get something. That Fate Seal was a little bit dodgy. Actually, the damage on the Scout is pretty solid. Down to about half HP, but still has the teleport if he's given the opportunity to reset. Quite see the cooldown from my angle on viewing the screen, so might actually have that opportunity, and that might be what they need to get a bit more damage. Gets cleansed, so he should be fine with that QSS. Stopwatch buys some time, but Harry in a difficult position goes on down, and they just don't have the damage anymore. Any attempt at a pick is immediately turned around. The CC chain is looking mighty long, and it's attached to an anchor that's dragging OMG into the depths. They just don't have anything left to work with, and bye-bye SSOMG. Game 1's boat is surely sinking.
Yeah, feels like OMG, with this amount of gold, they might have just seen another Ocean Gate as well, but they're not the billionaires. They're still crashing and burning, though, getting crushed under the weight of LNG. Longfong left alive. With the wave dying, LNG, I don't think they can end the game. And OMG will get one lap.
Baron has started, and members of LNG are going to be a known quantity with the press of the ult.
Twisted Fate. Can they get themselves a flank? No, they're going straight down the front and center again. This doesn't look like a winning team fight, and the Baron's gone.
Denies Scout's easy entrance. PP got to the backline, but is immediately met with the Lance of Thorny Longinus and dies very swiftly. The Sejuani is again turned into spare ribs. Starry gets over the wall. Some fancy feet that are swiftly broken at the ankle. And it's a triple kill to Gala.
Zucker teleporting into the base, and OMG once again go down the front and center, and it is just a charge of the Light Brigade. The stars are not twinkling so much tonight. OMG getting blasted off the map.
Well, Zucker will face roll book his way towards the Nexus here and help secure This game 1 victory. Longfong styling for just the TikTok reels at this point, but still dies to do it. Game secured. LNG, when they got the lead, refused to give it up.
If the only thing you remember, engage on the side of OMG to catch him out as he flits around the edge of the team fights.
If you can get towards a Dirk early, you can start to potentially attack.
OMG not really been able to get into the objectives first.
Oh boy. Well, there goes that dragon down, despite what should be an early laning phase advantage. Xiaofang is on bot side. I don't know whether they want an actual fight here, but the 3v3 a possibility. Fighting over the control.
Resets were scary.
PP God gonna be rooted up. Can put down the door. Gets that damage reduction. Needs to back over the stand behind me. In comes the piercing darkness. Way. Gets a leap and a flash. And an ult from Scout divides OMG from their health bars.
Longfong. Things that earns you is lane dominance. I feel like this is now LNG favored. Yes, you are giving over those 3 grubs to OMG. If you give over 6, maybe we'll have the point where OMG can get themselves some tower trades later. Level 6 on Zucker.
Could be a bit difficult. Here he goes all out, but that means he loses all his resist. He's to be very afraid of Weiwei's ability to get a kill. And Zucker just gets to dodge out of the way of the ultimate from Xiaofang, and 2 kills go the way of LNG in top side this time.
To target, resets that Q partially as well. Gonna get that water over the wall. Teleports in. We are squaring up for a dragon fight. OMG, if they get that reset, all's right and right as rain. But can they get that point?
For reset is Harry, he's not going to be here quite yet. Zucker also has a teleport. First hook comes on through into a massive depth charge. Xiaofang just about alive, but it means they cannot come and fight the burn to Hong though. Does at least get them a kill. Dragon secured by LNG nonetheless.
Alright, go in as the tankier form of Nautilus with the Senna buffing him up as well. If he can get the big engage, OMG need to rely on the way to get stuff through. Where
that's pretty solid. That could be massive. Can try and get some damage before he gets to jump over the wall. Can get the kill. And then they'll also get 4 grubs. Big moment from OMG and a great arrow from Starry.
Okay, so, and that's going to be a kill over to Xiaofang. Important the Ash Arrow on target. If Ash Arrow leads to that first pick, that can be the resets that they need. Harry on the flank, but currently walking into the Renekton, and there's the arrow.
Onto the Nautilus. Not the easiest target, but the damage isn't awful. Can get the Spiraling Despair afterwards. Hong died to that one the last time as well. PP got flashing away, and they do get that first kill. But it'll be the 1-for-1 as the jungler is isolated by Weiwei, who throws in the taste of fear to ensure the king's death.
Xiaofang can't stick around long enough to make use of the reset. He goes down before he can pick up the disembodied soul.
Piercing darkness. Begin to start this up one more time. Down about half HP. Here comes OMG. They want to fight this. Again, this might be their last moment before power gets interesting.
Herald goes over. No Ash Arrow, no Whale. It's hard to fight.
Get the Spectral Maw. That's pretty good going into the Crushing Maw afterwards. It is good. Hung gets a Spider-Man Q away to buy some safety, but the CC chain ensures the death of the Crocodile. PP God rooted up. Can't go any further, but remember, Hung potentially in danger under this turret.
They keep walking forwards. If they keep going, Hung's going to get spotted. Doesn't have the flash just yet. No hook. I think he's going.
They're going to try and get some more space, but there's nowhere more to go. Another pick. Can't land that dredge line onto Weiwei.
Closer on things. So OMG get themselves the kills even without the ultimates. That's going to be quite telling. And LNG, they might be overstaying towards this top side. Need to be a little bit careful. Gala playing
Scout was also chunky out that bot lane tower. They got a potentially good flank action. They can make the flank play this time around. Zucker still going to be off vision. It's got the dominance and Longfong in danger. Gets jumped on. Terry trying to make sure that his mid laner stays alive. A big chunk ensures Zucker dies. Longfong gets that one all the while. Weiwei kills off the Braum. It's a 1-for-1 right now, but Hung's health bar so low. Gonna get some healing back with that honey fruit, and the dragon now being started by LNG.
Xiaofang hit by the W midway through. That leads to the hook.
Lands onto Weiwei. Both junglers in danger. Xiaofang alive. Weiwei gets all out, and Xiaofang stays alive. Scout cannot get the kill with the Emperor's Divide. Longfong trying to find space to back away to safety as Harry looks for a Q3. Can't find it. Gala about to turn on up and try and get a Q here. Xiaofang gets the reset. Steals the Nautilus. Can begin to do a bit more work. Cannot get Gala. The severing bolt not quite on target as Gala has enough range. They have an idea. Is there crushing more just short?
Longfong can't make it out and Scout can fight.
Great flash from Gala as well, otherwise Harry's Q3 hits him into dead center as well, and that might have changed the end of the fight because Xiaofang actually does get a hold of Hung here, and you're thinking with a 2v2 there with the reset again. It's all back. The arrow lands. It's going to be a lot of damage. The turnaround on the Zucker shooter's got the Starry Gauge. It's not going to keep him alive. He goes down. Reset for Xiaofang. Scout hit with the spiraling despair into a severing bolt. Brings him down to about half HP and will burn to a third.
OMG, this is the composition that first reset here, it goes. Does land onto Nautilus.
They're going to try and get the damage immediately down onto that Nautilus. Dragon started, but not going to be salved. And that will be Xiaofeng with the body of the Nautilus to work with. Can look for the Dredge.
Scout!
Scout! That's huge. Gets to go golden briefly. Tries to buy his side. Zucker to the back. Let's take a life. Oh, much healing. Still dies to Spiraling Despair. The shuffle's good, but Scout needs to flash away. Burns down. Taken out by Harry. They're going to keep chasing. Gala has to flash away, but they get Scout.
And Scout in such a position to win the game.
Huge moment. Weiwei still alive. Maybe, just maybe, they can look to players. Remember, there's no teleport on Scout, even if he spawns in 15 seconds. Weiwei has to leap
And with
away.
his E down, he won't be able to jump into the pit. He needs to get himself a bit of a delaying here. He doesn't have it back in. He's not going to go for the steal at all right now. It's going down. They're teleporting into the pit.
What about the retreat from OMG? They're going to have to try and get on out of here. They might just sacrifice PP God and say, it's been great, nice knowing you. Sacrifice your life for the Baron on the rest of our team.
LNG, they...
0, 5, and 6 has really struggled to get value in these team fights. Instead, it's just been a body to donate over to Xiaofeng's Viego. The arrow goes wide. Zucker, though, with the Starek still not up to stay alive. And that's another kill going on over. Harry in danger on the other side as Scout tries to get a bit of an all-out. Comes on through into the Severing Bolt. Secures a kill onto Gala. The body stolen by Xiaofeng.
They get Gala. Oh. Gala gets caught out somehow, some way, and OMG, off of one dragon fight, after multiple arrows from Starry, turn the game around. They're going to go in with a Baron buff, and what, a 5v3 as it stands at LNG. They're going to lose at least an inhib.
They lose potentially a bit more. They had so much standing gold. Remember, before that dragon fight, they had 0 turrets. This gold lead is about to balloon in favor of OMG.
You can see right now, Gala coming up, Scout back on wave clearing duty. They don't have Zucker, they don't have part of that front line. The Renekton already hard to play in the late game. It doesn't get any easier from here. OMG, they have the team which really feels like it's come online now.
Last step on forwards, the arrow lands. That's onto Weiwei into the Glacial Fissure, but go splat! The raid can comes on through the Spiraling Despair onto Scout, who's got nowhere to go! The stolen Kha'Zix's body tastes the fear of his teammate.
LNG are just stood from OMG. They might just be able to run this down into a full game win. There's a teleport from Zucker, but he can't do anything from here.
It's a desperate angle in the 3 versus 5. There's another death. Hung again. Hung out to dry. Gala flashes away. But there ain't anything to celebrate here. This Senna will be watching her own soul join the Black Mist.
So there is no way from mid lane, but there are 2 inhibs down. Even though Zucker teleports to kill the wave, the super minions are here. LNG 2v5. Weiwei coming up.
Weiwei's up, but Scout's still 10 seconds away. It's a decent Dawning Shadow. Bites his face. Nexus exposed. But there will be no more shenanigans at Nexus this week. OMG win game 2.
1-1 in the series, and OMG keep it alive.
Top level of top laner in the LPL has been having his moments, but in general, OMG has been a team that has struggled to.
Maybe they should put like doctorates out for League, so I could be another Dr. Hapgood in the family. We have a lot of those. Have a lot of them. Yeah, we did. Grew up, we went a lot of medical terminology.
It's true. Dinner table conversations were a particular breed of conversation. It's true.
Sansei, we've seen it into the Jax as well. Harry knows he doesn't have that ultimate, can't influence this team fight, would rather just keep Zucker from influencing it too. Here we go!
Gets hit with the Glacial Prisoner, there comes the boom! Tick, tick, and we know how it ends. A turnaround kill, though, is pretty good. Not quite enough damage. Flash Auto will get the kill. Reset, but Scout's there and waiting. Oh, the huge manatee. It's a disaster.
Scout flashes to secure the kill. Both junglers die. Weiwei's ultimate at the same point. The combo is back online, and Zucker's teleported in.
Does mean the spear goes wide, but the stun's still there. Zucker has to flash on out. Turret falls, and Zucker in danger. Gets an ult out from Gala to come and defend his top laner, who also hops away. Another spear lands. Teleport coming on through. That's the ultimate onto the cannon. Nowhere to really to go. Xiaofeng continue to hop away. And a double kill over to Scout, who had a ward to TP to.
This cannon. And sadly, Harry, with all of the individual gold lead in the world, much like earlier in the series with the Twisted Fate, really struggling to leverage that. Yes, it will be a trade from Lunfeng getting onto a tower on the bot side, but shutting down the cannon, getting the Herald, getting top side turret. LNG have been ahead in the macro this game so far.
And that's really frustrating, because it felt like they'd gotten Zucker dead to rights. He just takes so long to die. In fact, doesn't die. Scout gets to teleport in. Weiwei gets to roam on up. They get the turret in trade as well.
This League. Why are we doing this? Why do we keep doing this? What are we doing?
Gala? Again? It's him again!
Gala! Why do you keep wasting the Herald?
We've seen some great great Herald drivers in the LPL. Gala's just had his license revoked.
Multiple times! You need this push! Take the mid lane turret, use the satchel! What the hell has he just done? Again! Goddamn misclick from Gala as he stops it from charging into mid lane 2 games in a row. What the hell's he thinking? It removes them an inroad into the dragon as well, so OMG even take that.
I have seen better driving skills at children's go-kart parties. That was a very suspect moment. As
you just let it charge for free. No one was going to stop that.
Harry
is going to get teleported out. The macro from LNG is still on point.
Harry gets teleported behind by Scout. Now Gala's trying to do the same. Flashing onto Scout. Gets a lot of damage onto him. Gonna try and get Xiaofeng to come on down. There's Wei. Misses the ultimate. Still doing a lot of damage. Scout in danger. Can they land anything more? But that's just not going to be quite quick.
That magic resist on the front line of LNG. We're still waiting for that big cannon. Oh, and that's a cash.
Could be problematic. PP God's still pretty tanky. Does have the flash yet to pop it. Gala throws down the ultimate. The Mega Inferno Bomb does some work, but the turnaround damage actually huge here. Flash away from Hung, who has his own ultimate to pop. Look at Scout. Got caught. Not quite dead. Harry on the flank. Slicing Maelstrom on 2. The jungler's down in LNG. Baron's spawned. You've got to be so careful. At least Zucker gets the Tristana. Needs to back away. We should surely have another Q available to leap strike out to safety. The Hail of Arrows is enough. Can't quite get the auto. And the Aerie doesn't bring him down.
Oh, the Leandri's burn was so clear. Coming more and more to rue that failed driving test by Gala early in the game. Successful as the Ziggs has been. That Herald not breaking up in the middle. Lanfeng's also just pushed. Yeah, Lanfeng's just going topside. You got the bomb there. Has flicker blades. Much quicker ability to regen through those. Oh, he's going straight in.
Gets a huge blaster shot away from the counter strike. Waiting to try and get the auto. Gets it. That'll give him a reset. Needs to get out of the Gala ultimate though. And Hung times his headbutt pulverize very well. PP God gonna be chunked as well, but could not get involved.
There's
in
a
the kill.
fight down at the dragon, maybe. No, not quite. Wei throws his ult to deny any engagement. And they're making themselves pretty proud from this game so far. They managed to get a lot out of this one. Lanfeng busts the shots away from the instant counter strike, gets himself a couple of autos to get himself another couple of flicker blade procs, and Harry sadly dies in the side lane.
Been struggling there a little bit. He's actually gone and bought himself a arm guard now to try and manage that a bit. In fairness, you are into couple AD solo laners. Engage onto Xiaofeng, but the turnaround is pretty good. Hung in danger. The depth charge on the Scout forces him to back away. Gala will throw the ultimate, but it doesn't do as much as they're hoping as the Glacial Prison goes wide. The Chains of Corruption do land. Now away goes Lanfeng. Way low! The piercing arrow on target. 2 dead.
2 dead, and there's no front line left now to buy space for LNG. Zucker's on the bot side and on to the Baron. Dangerous against the Ziggs.
Harry off vision as well on a potentially lethal flank angle.
There's one
Zucker
just in the bush behind them. I think he can go straight for it, but right now, spots out Zucker.
Now what's going on? They get the hook onto Wei, but behind on the backside gets a huge combo that allows Gala to murder them with a Mega Inferno Bomb. Sorry, staying alive, but he's down to a 3rd HP. Harry finally pulls the trigger, but the damage is done. The Maelstrom is grounded, and LNG get everything they could ask for.
Oh, lightning might not strike twice, but they needed it to strike at least once. The ultimate from Cannon, nowhere to be seen in the important moments, and LNG find their combo before OMG does. LNG, they walk out with all 5 members, take down 4 from OMG, take down the Baron, and this should be the moment that they are waiting for. Stalled for so long, finally the floodgates open.
That flash head
The side of LNG likely to get the push in, and they finally get that goddamn mid tower.
Wait, but I said they better. He's actually going to go down. Thank God for that. But both
can keep him alive just about, but that's the only value that Xiaofeng is going to be adding to this game.
Saying about my pretty purple one. I'll give this one a win for now. My Soraka, a great parody from many moons ago.
That is such a niche reference to that, but all the same.
I don't think there's an actual song released for that. It was played at the Season 5 World Championship in the breaks in the venues.
Oh my god. Well, LNG, they're looking to potentially end this game. Lanfeng jumps forward, can't get himself that killer blow. That Nidalee really not helping much alongside it either. It does just feel like it has to be the hero play from Harry again. He has flash, he has teleport, he has ultimate. I mean, I guess they can still wait on the cannon ultimate, but it would be coming too little, too late.
And OMG, they had it in their eyes. Baron control was there. The flank angle was there. The goal was right back to even.
For OMG, heartbreak for Rare Atom. They were sat looking at this game thinking, hey, this is winnable. RA, you know, both of the series today would have been upset wins should RA or OMG won and given Rare Atom that 2nd seed from this group. As it stands, though, it feels like it was so close in this one. And we'll see exactly how that does. Half his HP and 1 skill.
The stars are falling, and Gala's pulling them out of there by his own hands, and
in D&D, you know that it basically ends up exploding a very large area around you for a little bit. So, Dre, dare not for that one. Harry, teleporting. This is the last chance. Gala's already flashed!
Oh my days, he can be jumped on! Needs to be trying to time out that stopwatch. Shushong got the Gala, who does go golden. PP God into the backline, trying to get something. They've got the Ziggs! What about Scout? Still a half HP. They get another one. Buster shotting the Corki out the danger. Zucker gets to the backline and gets a hold of the Nautilus. Gets a 2-man counter-strike, and the turnaround damage is just too much! You can put him down in lane, but the Jax smacks back!
And no, Lunfeng, the rookie, in the mid lane, he's turning it back, he's trying, but he can't escape. The veterancy of Scout, Zucker online, LNG, through to Group A, through to Ascension.
They had to fight for it, but in the end, OMG just don't have enough in the tank. Rare Atom sent to Group B. The disappointment following, moments of elation, moments of hope.
These were some of the best highlights from the 2024 LPL Summer Split matchups of the day. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.